Hello students, let's start with the last topic of Standard 8 Civics Chapter 2 Understanding Secularism. So now children, we will see the story here. Here is a story of a government school where the children are asking the teacher that they want to celebrate the religious festival, and the teacher is explaining to them that in government school celebration of any religious festival is not permitted, not allowed, because there are many other children, they are coming from different religious background. So celebrating one religious festival is not allowed, and most religious festival are public holidays, so that you can celebrate these at home. So this way the teacher is explaining the children that the government's policy is to treat all the religion equally. So government school are not allowed to promote any one religion or celebrate any one religious festival. Then in the next story children, we will see here are two friends, they are going for a ride together. Then one friend is asking the other that why he is not wearing the helmet. So he is a sick person, so that friend is saying if you don't wear a helmet you will be fined. So this sick person friend, he is saying that he won't be fined because he is wearing a turban, and which is very important part of their religion, and government cannot force them to wear a helmet. So this is because the Indian state recognized that wearing turban is central to a Sikh religious practice, and in order not to interfere with this, allows an exceptions in the law. So the government allow them to wear the turban. And then children, we come to our next topic, that is how Indian secularism is different from other countries. In what way is Indian secularism different from that of other democratic countries? So some of the above mentioned points which we have discussed earlier children in earlier class regarding the practice of secularism by the Indian government were included from different democratic countries that practice secularism. For example children, in the case of the United States, the First Amendment of its Constitution does not allow the legislature to make laws regarding establishment of any religion or prohibit free practice of religion. Now children, the word establishment means here is that the legislator cannot declare any religion as an official religion, nor can they give preference to any one religion. And who is the legislature children? Legislature means the person who writes the law. They are called the legislature. So then here no preference have been given to one religion in that country. The separation between religion and state means that none of them can interfere in the matter of one another. However, there is still one difference between the way secularism is practiced in our country and in the US. That is, in US there is a strict separation children of religion and state. However, in India the government can interfere in a few religious matter. For example, a government has to interfere in the case of untouchability from time to time. Even children, some religious practice which are against the law, like sati, untouchability. So in these matters the government has to interfere. So according to the Indian Constitution, even though the religion and the state are not strictly separated, but they have to maintain a safe distance. It means that the state is allowed to interfere in the matter by taking decisions that are based on the ideals laid down by the Constitution. These ideals are in the form of certain standards through which citizen can judge if the government is following the secular principles while taking such decisions. So understood, children, how people can judge the government. India is a secular country and our government works in different ways to tackle religious domination. The Constitution of India provides fundamental rights to its citizens that are based on secular principles. Although there are some cases where the religious violations of these rights takes place. Hence, even citizen should be aware of his rights, children. So, all the citizens should know what are their rights. It will enable him or her to take action in such a scenario. So, citizen can take an action. If you know your rights, you can stand for your rights and nobody can harm you or trouble you.